Hello and welcome to a new video. Project Ascension released a new video which highlights the warrior class on their new upcoming Classic Plus server, Warcraft Reborn. So let's dive in.
The warrior is a disciplined soldier, a fearless combatant charging headlong into battle to cleave through foes with brute force and unshakable resolve. Fueled by rage and tempered by battlefield tactics, warriors rely on their raw strength and mastery of arms to dominate foes on the front lines, crushing enemies, shielding allies, and unleashing devastating strikes. And on Warcraft Reborn, you'll unlock powerful new tools to unleash your fury on the battlefield. Welcome to the Ascension Classic Plus Warrior Class Highlight. On Warcraft Reborn, the classic warrior you know and love is reforged with new skills and abilities that both honor traditional playstyles and
This was a heroic leap. If you have played Ascension, you know that there is a really strong class, a really strong spec, which is called Dragon Warrior, which has insane ability and insane damage, and if they introduce this as a spec in this version of Classic WoW, that would be insane.
Unlock bold new ways to play. First, you'll unlock new abilities as you level up to aid you in battle. Victory Rush at level 6 lets you strike down foes more often. Intervene at 40 lets you rush to an ally's aid.
That's really strong for PvP.
Enraged Regeneration at 44 helps you recover health in a pinch. Heroic Throw.
That's also pretty good because now you don't have so much downtime as a warrior with this health.
At 46 lets you hurl your weapon from a distance.
That's also cool, but it's not removing Divine Shield or something like this, so for PvP this isn't overpowered.
Spell Reflection and Shattering Throw, among others you'll unlock from levels 50 to 60, give you new tools to
Okay, there it is.
confront and take down classic foes.
Never mind.
Second, Wrath of the Lich King talent trees in Vanilla provide deeper support for all three of the warrior's specs, bringing tactical support to arms, fury, and protection. These more complete talent trees add greater strategic depth to how you build and refine your warrior, giving you new possibilities on how you'll tackle threats.
I have to say, this is really cool. Look at this animation here, awesome.
But Mystic Enchantments are where you really get to dive into outfitting your warrior's strengths. First, your Artifact Enchantment grants you a single utility skill. Avatar transforms you into a colossal soldier, granting you immunity to immobilization effects and reducing the damage you take for a few seconds.
Insane, this makes you to an unstoppable juggernaut, really strong.
War Banner rallies you and your group, increasing movement speed and reducing the duration of all crowd control effects.
Yeah, this is really retail-esque, right?
Siegebreaker damages a single foe and knocks them back, and if they hit other enemies, those foes are also knocked back.
Yeah, this is also a really strong retail ability. That's something I don't like so much about Warcraft Reborn. It's really retail-esque, right? It's not so much vanilla anymore, not so much TBC anymore. It's really retail.
Finally, Heroic Leap launches you into the air to get the drop on fleeing foes.
Yeah, that's what we saw, right?
Next, your Legendary Enchantment adds titanic power to your build, either by unlocking a devastating ultimate ability or by giving passive power to your entire spec. For general legendaries, Ravager lets you hurl a spinning weapon that carves through all enemies in its path, adding
Our warriors will be such AoE machines. Insane.
a devastating AoE skill to any warrior spec. Meanwhile, Gladiator Stance lets you don a sword and shield in an all-new way to DPS.
This is also really cool because this is a new stance you can use up. It was introduced in, I think it was Warlord of Draenor. A really cool playstyle.
Replacing your stances with a single powerful one. Gladiator Stance grants access to all other stance-based skills while wearing a shield, and you can use Revenge after landing a critical strike. Empower it with Controlled Aggression, an epic enchantment that increases the damage of Shield Slam while also increasing your chance to trigger Sword and Board, a deep protection talent that improves your burst damage. You can also use Jab Cross to increase the critical strike chance of your next ability after using Devastate. That's just the beginning. Depending on how you specialize, you can make use of even more pinpointed signature legendaries. Arms warriors are wandering knights, wielding massive two-handed weapons to dominate the battlefield and cleave through multiple foes at once. Their mystic enchantments support this stalwart playstyle. Arms Mastery doubles the armor penetration bonus granted by battle stance, giving
high damage
passive power to the classic Arms Warrior playstyle. Charge into the fray and rend your target to trigger overpower, then use Mortal and Heroic Strike to cleave off health. With
rend OP combo insane strong.
each melee blow, you'll have a chance to proc Execute regardless of your target's health, so unleash it when available for massive damage to ravage foes. But that's not the only way to play. Colossus Smash adds a powerful single target ability to the start of your rotation. Smash your enemy for massive damage and inflict armor piercing, which weakens their defense for a short time.
Look how much he's healing the whole time as a warrior.
Combine it with Onslaught, and Colossus Smash will allow you to use Execute regardless of the target's health. Use Going In for the kill to reduce the rage cost of Execute and extend the duration of Rend. Bloodbath grants you a short burst of fury that makes each of your abilities inflict a bleed on every target hit.
Yeah, and Bladestorm. I have to say, this looks really fun to play. Rend OP, Execute, Bladestorm, Bloodbath. That's a really, really cool play combination. Really cool rotation, I would say. That looks fun.
This bleed deals damage and also slows your foes, making them vulnerable to Bladestorm and Whirlwind. Heavyweight turns you into a savage juggernaut, striking down foes with empowered abilities. Dealing damage with Overpower, Slam, or Execute grants you stacks of Heavyweight, which increases your damage. At max stacks, you'll get ready to crush your foe with either an empowered Mortal Strike or Thunderclap. Strengthen yourself further with 3 epic enchantments. Heroic Slam allows Slam to remove the rage cost of your next Heroic Strike or Cleave. Master of Arms allows your Overpower, Slam, and Execute to empower your next Mortal Strike. A quick death makes your Execute grant melee haste, stacking up to 5 times for a few seconds. Finally, Overwhelming Rage increases your rage cap by 20, giving you more to unleash. Fury Warriors are dual-wielding berserkers, focusing their brute strength on fast, savage strikes. Whether wielding 2 one-handed weapons for fast attacks with single-minded fury, or smashing targets with 2 massive two-handers with Titan's Grip, you'll devastate enemies while fueling your endless rage, and your mystic enchantments will help you do it. Fury Mastery increases the hit chance of your offhand weapon,
Yeah, obviously you need that, right?
empowering this classic Fury playstyle. Use Bloodthirst and Whirlwind to strike foes whenever possible, and Heroic Strike when you've got rage to spare. When you proc Blood Surge, crush your target with an instant slam. Once they're low enough, unleash Execute to bring them to their end. But that's just one way to play. Ambidextrous transforms you into a whirlwind of steel, enhancing your single-minded Fury build to tear through foes with lightning-fast strikes. Heroic Strike now hits with both your main and offhand weapons, and each time you use it, your offhand's damage is increased for a short time, stacking up to 3 times. Land even more blows with Power Slam, which causes Blood Surge to proc 2 instant slams instead of 1. Additionally, Skull Crusher allows Slam to reduce the cooldown on Death Wish and Bladestorm. Finally, Battering Ram lets Slam ignore a bit of armor and apply a stack of Sunder, making each strike hit harder. Raging Blow adds a savage new attack to your Titan's Grip build that strikes with both weapons and deals more damage while you're enraged. Pair it with Raging Onslaught to allow Blood Rage, Death Wish, and Recklessness to reset its cooldown while also reducing its cost. Without
I have to say this looks also fun, but Arms looks a bit more fun to me, even when Fury is probably stronger, I guess.
You'll deal even more damage while enraged. Dragon Roar unleashes an explosive armor-piercing shout that damages and slows all enemies around you. Combine
this is insanely strong.
it with Dragon Warrior to make Whirlwind reduce Dragon Roar's cooldown, while also increasing its damage, stacking up to 3 times. Any of these legendary enchantments can be further enhanced with epic enchantments. Here comes the big one, empowers every 4th Bloodthirst to deal more damage. Desperation lets Bloodthirst deal more damage and increases its critical strike the less health you have. Counterpoise increases your critical strike chance while below half rage and increases your haste while above half rage. Blood Drinker makes your Bloodthirst heal you.
Yeah, really cool. I mean, as I said, it's too much retail for me, but it looks fun to play, let's be honest.
Protection Warriors are the heart of their group, defending allies with high health, armor, and defense, able to block attacks and shrug off incoming damage. Your Mystic Enchantments support this valorous playstyle. Protection Mastery fortifies your base defenses, empowering defensive stance with increased damage reduction and threat generation. Strike foes with Devastate and Shield Slam, block incoming attacks with Shield Block, and use Revenge whenever it's available. But there's more than one way to empower this classic spec. Stormbolt hurls a thunderous hammer at a foe from a distance, stunning them for a short time and reducing the damage they deal to you.
Yeah, and this is Warcraft 3. Really cool.
Use this when engaging foes to ensure you take less damage from the most dangerous creature in the group.
Also Wrath of the Lich King, of course, yeah. But I like that they use something from Warcraft 3 here as well.
Bulwark raises a massive wall of wind that both reinforces your defenses and strikes all nearby foes. Enduring Aegis allows Shield Slam to hit additional targets while Shield Block is active. And
great for AoE threat.
Each Shield Slam increases the duration of your Shield Block. This creates a dynamic playstyle of seeing how long you can keep Shield Block going.
Yeah, that's cool. So you always have a button to press for your rotation and you have to keep track of it. That's cool. That's also looking fun for tanking here.
Epic enchantments help you further define your strengths. As a protection warrior, you don't just have to rely on defense. Crackling Thunder makes your Thunderclap shock the earth, dealing additional damage to foes over time. Sword and Thunder gives your Devastate and Revenge abilities a chance to refresh the cooldown of Thunderclap and remove its cost. Thundering Blow empowers your Shockwave to unleash an additional wave of damage as long as it hits targets affected by your Thunderclap. And the more targets you strike, the more you'll reduce the cooldown on Shockwave. Alternatively, Shield Finesse fortifies your defenses, allowing Shield Wall to refresh the cooldown of Shield Block, and Shield Block to refresh the cooldown of Shield Slam. On Guard empowers your Mocking Blow to increase your parry chance for a short time. Finally, Spell Block reduces the magic damage you take while Shield Block is active. These are just a few of the Warrior's epic enchantments, so venture out into Azeroth and find the ones that suit you. No matter how you specialize, warriors are fearless champions of combat, and with Mystic Enchantments, you can forge your warrior into a unique force of destruction or defense. Cleave through enemies with devastating strikes, rally allies with unshakable resolve, and charge headlong into danger as you carve your legend across Azeroth.
Yeah, really awesome. I think all three playstyles are looking really good. I like Arms the most here from the rotation, but I also think Protection looks really fun. So you have to watch your rotation, you have to press your buttons at the right time to be more effective, and that looks really cool. I have to say I like their warrior class and I like what they do with it. Awesome playstyle, awesome game design from Ascension here for Warcraft Reborn. Thank you very much for watching. If you found this useful, consider to like and subscribe for more World of Warcraft, Warcraft Reborn content